The Northern Territory isn't like other places in the world. However, we do have a few things in common with you, our bigger urban sisters. For example, you can sometimes feel like you're living in a concrete jungle. Well, so do we. Just without the concrete part. Your cities, well, they can be a bit loose at times. And yes, things here in the Territory can also get, well, a little loose. But you know, a good loose. More of a loosening up. But don't get us wrong, we too understand getting to places on time is important. But punctuality isn't so much about arriving at a specific time of day out here. It's more about just arriving on the day. But that's where our similarities start to drift apart, because most of the Northern Territory is just simply too rugged and too remote to be tamed, to be turned into anything else than what she already is. And there's a lot of her. And because of that, your landmarks and icons are different to ours. You see, our landmarks are the land, and our animals are our icons. And there's no more iconic animal in Northern Australia than our beloved Barramundi. You may have the Statue of Liberty or the Big Ben, but we got the Big Barra. And we're pretty proud of this, because this fish is legendary. And legend has it, the Aboriginal Barramundi Dreamtime creation story is of two lovers defying the wishes of their tribe's elders and running away together, knowing that punishment would be death if caught. Reaching the water's edge with tribesmen armed with spears in hot pursuit, knowing certain death was coming, the lovers leapt into the water, becoming the Barramundi together, swimming away with spears lodged into their back. The spears can still be seen today as the fins spiking out of the Barramundi's back. These incredible fish have captured the hearts of all Australian fishermen, and after you hook your first one, you quickly find out why. These aggressive, graceful and beautiful animals transcend the fishing community. They have become a symbol of the wild Northern Territory, and they are loved and worshipped by those who get to know them. And like all great love affairs, hooking onto the catch of your life can be euphoric. But losing her can be absolutely heartbreaking. Particularly if that fish is over the magical metre mark. Because in the Territory, there is a huge difference between saying you've caught a 99 centimetre barra and saying you've caught a metery. It's just the way it is up here. Because a metre fish gets you into a pretty exclusive club, a club you can't buy or bribe your way into. But when the gods tap you on the shoulder and let you know it's your time to enter the metre club, well, that's when legends are made. Because in that one brief moment in time, little old you has managed to tame the Wild Territory. But to do that, you have to get out into the Wild Territory first. But that's the other gift about Barra. You find yourself in some of the most stunning parts of the Northern Territory chasing these fish. And one of those places is the Mary River, also known as Shady Camp. A huge picturesque floodplain and river system surrounded by freshwater billabong and paperbark forests loaded with animals, and famous for having a healthy population of big barramundi, a place where more people catch their metery than most other places in the Territory. And that's today's mission, to find and land a mythical metery on the Mary River. And because Simo and I need help in almost every department of our lives, catching big barra is of no exception. So we've called upon one of the Territory's best big barra fishermen, great bloke and a mate I've known for 15 years, Shane Compain, who incredibly has caught over 50 meteries, to join us and to impart some of his intricate knowledge on not just the Barramundi, but also the Mary River. And to help us search for the Mary metery.
And normally this bit of equipment, which is a transducer, is normally attached to the bottom back side of the boat, and that basically sends a signal to this depth sounder to tell you how deep the water is around here. And there's a lot of logs in the water at the moment. We've hit one going at a pretty fast speed. It's knocked that off. We can't fix that on the water, so we're gonna have to go back to the boat ramp and do a bit of bush mechanics there. But that means, in the meantime, we're in that little vessel, the camera boat, which has got a depth sounder, because it's pretty important around this area, Shane.
Yeah, definitely. Otherwise, you're just fishing blindly. Yeah. We're here to catch fish. That will increase our chances, so definitely.
You safe?
Enough.
No? All right. So there's a lot of different ways you can fish this river. This is a pretty successful one, which is just using a sounder, and you can see the barramundi underneath the boat as you pass by. Just throw lures just over the top of them, basically. It's not rocket science, but it's pretty effective. There's mullet all along here. As you can see, every now and again you'll see swells on top of the water like this one here. That says that there's bait fish here, and when there's bait fish, normally there's barramundi underneath it. So we're going to try a few different techniques today. One's casting, it drains the fresh water coming into the main river. We'll do some more trolling. We'll fish at the mouth. We'll try a whole different array, but this one seems to be pretty successful, Shane.
Yeah, it is. You're just covering ground pretty much.
Okay.
At the moment, we don't know where they're concentrating, so you can find the fish. The best way to do that is to troll.
Yeah. What do you look for when it's sounding?
You'll mark fish.
Okay.
Sounders are that good nowadays. You can tell if they're a barra, a salmon, a catfish, a shark,
okay.
A mullet.
So we've spotted the actual congregations of mullet in this section of the river. That's why we're focusing on this area.
Yeah, correct.
So it's such a long river. There's so much you can fish. It's actually 230 odd kilometres, the length of this Metery river system. So there's a lot of room and there's a lot of fish in here. But sometimes they'll just congregate in different areas of the river, in different tidal phases, different times of day. But mainly the number one rule is they'll be where the bait is. And this section of about a kilometre is where we've seen the most bait, so we've decided to do a bit of trolling down the gut. So hopefully there's something around that's going to eat these lures.
That's the barra on the sounder. See how he's cast the shadow? Okay, that's your barramundi. That's his shadow. On the down scan, he's sitting at 6 foot, so he's at 6 foot and he's on the right-hand side. And because he's high on the water column, that means he should be feeding if we can get our lure anywhere near him. So they'll actually cast shadows.
Oh, he's going to advanced settings, so I'd never go there.
So that's your scanning to the left, that's scanning to your right, and that's your down scan. And then obviously you got your position on the GPS to where the boat is. So if you use all that together, so here we got a fish at 6 foot coming through, and another fish at 8 foot below him, and he is on the 6 footer is below us because he's on both imaging, and the one at 8 foot is on the right hand side but not the left, so that means he's just to the right of us.
So this scanner is not only scanning down like the old scanners used to, this is scanning right across the river, isn't it?
So it's a structure scan, so it actually tells you what is to the right of you and what is to your left of you up to 100 feet of the side, which is amazing technology, but it's on all sounders nowadays, and doesn't mean you can catch the fish. It can tell you they're here, then you just got to apply the right lures and techniques to then try and catch it.
Okay. What's your theory behind lures themselves? What are the basic principles of a decent barra lure?
I always believe with colour, the dirtier the water is, the brighter you go. Okay. The cleaner the water is, the more natural you go. Yeah. And then the next adjustment is the depth. You put the right lure for the right depth where you're marking the fish. There's no point in trying to get a fish to come up to 2 foot of water when it's sitting at 10 foot. You want to put a 10 foot lure on to get it in front of its face. Okay. Barra lazy. They don't have to work for it. Yeah. It's like us, we go the drive-through.
So if there's a big barra in the middle of the river here, is he just holding his position in the water, or he might just be cruising slowly?
He'd be just cruising. He'd be just
cruising slowly.
Just letting the current take him.
Opportunistic feeding.
Yeah. Right. There we go, we've got another good fish, but he's at 9 feet, so we've got 5 foot running lures on, so. And one of the main things with barramundi is too, the barra rise to feed. Yeah, they're upward inflecting mouth. Their eyes to the head. So if you mark a fish at around 6 feet plus, generally he's in a feeding mode. So if I see one at 6 foot, I get really excited. I know he's He's active,
right?
he's feeding.
Okay.
When they're down, the deeper they are, the less active they are.
Is that right?
Morgs, I'm not completely sure about your choice of shorts today, mate. I think the cameraman has strapped your microphone right in the worst possible place there, above your stomach too.
Yeah, I think Daz has put it there on purpose to remind me to turn the batteries off, because I never do. Makes me look 4 months pregnant.
I'd say 8 months and twins, to be honest.
Either of you guys catch a metery today, you can be its godfather.
Oh, yep, yes. Yep. Water.
Come around this side, Morgs.
Just a smallie. Come in, bring it.
Lovely.
First fish of the day.
There we go. First of the day on the troll, up near the surface. Just short of a legal size. 55 centimetres is the legal size.
Like a big barra would eat that barra, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Shane?
That's a big jelly bean.
Yep.
Oh, good fish, good fish. Oh, Morg.
Here we go, Hartney.
He went airborne.
yeah.
He's a black dog too, eh?
Up we go. Oh, beauty. Give it another Shane Compain squat and see if you can get him in. There we go. Oh, jeez.
Yep. Right, don't get his head. Go, get him down. Boom!
Well done. Well done, Morgs. Lovely.
Well done. Thanks, brother.
Lovely.
It's not that huge, but he's got a spoon, but he's a fat guy.
Wow, it is.
Isn't he? Healthy. It's really broad. How old would he be, Shane?
Oh, they grow pretty quickly, so he'd probably be like 6 years old.
Okay.
And they're pigs, you know what I mean? Like, they're just gonna gorge. They'll
Everything.
eat. Barra pigs, whatever they can fit in their mouth, they'll try and eat it.
What a great fish. And the Mary is just full of these fish.
That was the first jump. We didn't head high.
Yeah, straight out of it.
Anyway, this guy probably doesn't appreciate us telling his life story while he's out of the water. Get him in there. Give him a bit of a swim.
Be pretty quick with him, Morgs.
Yep.
Just because of the crocodilius porosis.
There we go.
Healthy.
Boom. What a great start.
Good work. Healthy, healthy fish.
Nice.
That is a horse.
It is a horse crocodile.
And he's moving. He's coming to intercept. He is not worried. Mate! Hi! Where's your road etiquette? That's cool. 1,300 square kilometres of floodplain up the top here. A little bit back upstream there. And it's also got the highest concentration of crocs of any system in Australia.
15 saltwater crocodiles per 1 kilometre, which is the highest ratio of saltwater crocodiles anywhere else in the world.
Which equates to 1 croc every 80 metres.
Yeah.
Which is
So that
pretty
says
scary.
something about how alive and how much life is in here to sustain that many big reptiles. And crocodiles are notoriously populous around where there are places with barramundi, so it all correlates together here.
That biomass, that life can only be sustained and is only sustained as a result of the algae that grows up on these floodplains during the wet season. They have a shallow water up there combined with the heat of this tropical climate. Starts the algal growth, which in turn feeds all the small crustaceans and little animals which go up the food chain to support huge biomass of barra and mud crabs and crocs at the apex predators.
But yeah, mainly at low tide you see most of the crocs, because the high tide they tuck up right in the mangroves. You still see a lot of them, but as that tide drops they'll lie on the mud banks, and because they're poikilothermic, which means basically they use the sun to get their energy, they will just sit on those mud banks, use those sort of ridges on top of their body like solar panels, store energy, and then use that energy for explosive attacks. They're not haven't got much cardiovascular system, and they have not changed in 300 million years, which means that Mother Nature got their blueprints right pretty early on, and they haven't really needed to adapt that much to survive. Incredible creatures. Oh, is that a boof?
So the idea is we're trolling now, Shane, before the water gets too high?
Yeah, we just had the low tide about an hour ago and now it's pushing in, so generally that first hour either side of the low is always your prime time. So once it gets up too high, the bait fish will push into the mangrove trees, which then the predatory barra will. So it just gets harder to find them.
Okay.
So it's just basically just funneling the fish into the middle, eh?
Yep,
That's
the
it.
bottleneck.
So at the moment the bait got nowhere to hide.
That's it. Yep, like that.
Yeah. Neutral. On cue. Neutral.
Oh, good fish.
What?
Another one.
Done it again.
Another one.
That was
Big fish.
very hard to tell. Oh, it's like a 90.
Another big one. Look at that.
Can I grab the net here?
Here he comes, ready? Right there.
Oh, meter.
Hartney, there's your chance.
Just got wet. No, he'd be
92.
87,
92, I think.
86.
Simpsons.
Two drop catches.
Oh, am I supposed to get that there?
Well, if it's tournament.
Simpson. There it is. There it is.
Oh, yes.
Well, there's a
Cracking fish.
Oh, what the hell is going on? There it is.
That is awesome.
Well done.
That's a fatty.
Another
Nugget man.
fatty. Here we go.
Where are those pliers?
We reckon mid-90s?
Yeah, he'd be another. He's a bit short of a stump here.
Oh,
92.
wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. That is incredible.
Oh,
Fantastic.
The fatness
yeah,
of it.
that's
just
condition.
the beauty, isn't it?
Oh, don't flick. Another bucket mouth.
See, that is what, so the inhaling process is a mullet's here, he'll open his gob like that, inhale litres of water, the mullet will go in there and the water will come out there.
Yep.
And the mullet goes straight down his
He
gullet.
sucks them in and bites down
And
hard.
it's good night, Irene, for that mullet.
Thanks for the fight.
Anyway,
Thanks for the photos.
chuck him in. There we go.
All right, see you, mate.
1, 2, 3. Oh, shake my hand.
Belly
shake
flop.
Compain, mate. Well done. Well done. Yeah, excellent. 1, 2, 3. I'll give you one too there, brother.
Good netting.
Thanks,
Right on.
mate.
Best thing you've done in
Nathan.
2 weeks.
Oh,
Yes! Well done. Awesome.
well done.
Right.
Looking at them all out.
Yeah.
Well
Awesome,
done.
mate. Well done.
Good
Well
start.
done. Is that a first metery?
I think so,
Yeah.
Did you say you were with?
Fishing the wild.
Never heard of you.
Yeah, never heard of it. Oh,
Donkey.
oh, mate, well done. That is awesome.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's all you. That is superb. Oh. Again, it just says so much about the health of this system that it can sustain so many recreational fishermen, guides. It's just a superbly managed fishery, and that's probably a lot of credit to the Northern Territory government, actually.
Morning. Any luck? Nice
Well
one.
done.
And that is a massive barra. Would you look at that?
6 feet.
That is a horse.
So there's a lot of barra showing just behind there. They're not hitting our trolled lures, so we're gonna go and park up and just drop a few soft plastics down on them and see if that gets them. But we know they're there. They're just not interested in this particular meal.
So basically we've trolled back and forth through here a few times. We've seen the fish on the sounder. They're not responding to trolled lures. So now we're going to work this whole area, and we can work the whole water column by dropping these soft plastics and jigging them up and down.
Yes.
Yo,
Yep,
fish.
yep.
Good fish, good fish.
Good fish.
Good fish.
Hit the net, Simo. Hit the net.
Yep, yep, yep.
Oh. Oh, he's a good fish. Cracker fish. My heart's going off the tree. I'm shaking.
Good work, mate, good work.
It could be a metre.
Yeah, he's a good fish.
Shannon, take your time. Get his head, here we go. Oh, he's a metre, is he?
Oh.
There we go, bang. Hey, well done, bro.
Oh, well done.
Look at that.
Look at that big chromie.
And
Cut
he
it.
wasn't hit properly. The single got him, and that single's barbless too.
Oh, well done. What?
Awesome.
Sick. Nice.
He'd be high 90s.
Yeah.
Look at the fatness on that boy. Beautiful fish. Well done.
Great fishing, mate. Really good fishing.
So again, yeah, no, it's just persistence. He sounded them here. We could see they're around here. They just weren't switched on.
There's a few crocodiles around. I'm not going to swim him. I'll just spear him back in.
Adios. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done,
mate. That's sensational. Great skill. Great skill.
Oh, big one.
Yeah, that's good.
Well done. Yep. Oh. Oh. There we go.
Oh, yo, you're on. Rotate down, rotate down, rotate down. That's it.
Coming into camber, boy.
Keep the line tension, bro. He'll be a good fish.
Oh. Jesus. Now that's the definition of catch and release. Very eco-friendly. That's a scale there. He's not that big.
He would have been decent.
Metre 20?
Probably.
Anyway, it does hurt. I'm probably holding it. It's hurting more than I'm showing.
Backed his drag off.
But I'm bigger than that. So yeah, we've got some luck. It's just flicking around there. Obviously Shane's Barra, I lost a big one. There's been a few around, but we want to keep moving. We want to actually fish some of the feeder creeks at the mouth of the big Mary here. First things first, I need to fix the transducer on the Renegade, get that working, then shoot out, head out to the mouth, fish that for an hour or so, and then come back here and fish the change of tide in here, eh? We're at Marsh Creek, which is a feeder creek along the coast, but right near the Metery River, which is not far that way. And this time of year, it's notorious for big breeding Barra. Showing us why they come here. It doesn't look pretty dissimilar to the whole coastline. What's the difference here?
The difference being you got the feeder creek.
Yep.
So the big breeders come here to get a feed, pretty much. It's the dinner bell. This time of year, they come here, they gorge up, they feed up. It's prime runoff. All the floodplains are receding, so everything's got to come off or go onto the floodplains.
They lay their eggs at the river mouths, don't they?
Yeah,
just before the wet.
In the build-up, so October through to December, your big female fish will congregate at the river mouths.
Yep.
On certain tides, lay their eggs, do their thing, and then the tides take the eggs up onto the floodplains or the salt plains.
Yep.
And they do their cycle.
And then that's where those juvenile Barra stay up there for a few years till they get big enough to go and face the big boys out here?
Yeah, correct, because as we know, Barra love eating Barra.
Yep.
So they'll stay up in the floodplains and feed up on insects and small bait fish until they get big enough to come out in the salt.
And all these guides behind us, they're obviously here for a reason. These customers are paying big bucks to come out here and chase these trophy fish, because this would be one of the best spots in the Northern Territory. Shanos, you reckon? One
of the most well-known big fish spots in the Northern Territory, definitely. Yep. Whenever you talk about locations to catch and meter fish, Chambers Bay or Shady Camp comes up all the time. Like myself personally, I've had some of the best fishing sessions I've ever had on big fish at this exact spot.
What's your best session here?
Me and my old man about 6 years ago got 9 over a metre.
Wow.
And he got 8 of them. I wasn't happy about that.
Did you get busted for gill netting that day, or? Yep, here we go.
Oh, good fish, Morgan. Oh, God.
Damn it.
It's all right, it was only about an 85.
Was it? Bullshit, it was metre 20.
Jesus.
What was that, you reckon?
85 centimetres, easy. Yo, that's a good fish. Big back. Yep.
Yes.
That hit was so cool.
Get that net, get that net.
Coming your way.
Here we go.
It'll be okay.
Hang on.
The 90s.
Hang on. Get that. Wait, how reckon Big E reckon he's showing us? Oh,
91, 92.
91, 92?
Yeah.
What?
Go this side, Morgs.
Just getting my first chance with the head.
He's woofed that right down.
Yeah.
Oh,
How good is that?
isn't he?
Now, got to be careful about him chafing me off.
Yeah.
Because he's inhaled it.
Put him in there.
No, not quite ready. Can't think it can go.
Here we go.
There we go, Morgs.
There we go.
Yes.
Nice. Love your work.
There it is.
Love your work.
That is a decent fish.
Look, big yellow tail.
Chrome dog.
Wow.
Look at that lure, it's been plucked.
Has it?
That's gone all the way down.
There it is.
That is the engulfing that Shane was talking about earlier.
Who's your daddy?
If it's me, then that makes Simo your godfather.
Get him back in. Her back in.
Yep. All right. See you, mate. Oh, he's ready. He's biting. Gone.
Mid-90s.
Yeah, 95, 96.
95, 96 centimetres. Great little session. Still bait coming out of here. And there's still some buffing around, but we want to just explore inside the main river a bit more. But an excellent looking place and there's fish everywhere.
Hey, catch up to him.
Yeah, Dazza, we need that to get back into that boat. Its transducer's gone again.
Yeah, I've got a good feeling.
Confidence is the key.
Isn't it? That's
it.
it.
Is the #1 key.
That and blind optimism.
Blind, ignorant, naive optimism is my speciality.
Yo, that's a fish. Good fish.
Whoa!
Yes, and a thumper.
Oh, there it is. This is the one we're after. This is the metery. It's just me on the GoPro now. Daz, our cameraman, can't fit in this little red tub, so yeah, it's just me on the handheld. But we do have a drone capturing all this up there somewhere. Here we go. Metery showing us.
Nice, man.
Simo, you want the net? You want the pressure of this? Oh no, trouble. Lure and net.
He's pulling the boat around.
This is a metery. Simpson's doing the fist pump. I'm not gonna do that on other people's fish. Here we go, here we go. Simpson's feeling the pressure of netting another man's metery. Hesitating now. Oh, whoa, he's a big dude. They did the Compain squat. You should paint in that move. Simo, you're on the net here, mate. You're comfortable? Mate, you got this?
Pressure of netting.
Net out.
Oh, it's a big it's a metery.
It's a metery.
He's pinned across the face, that's why he's being really...
Go, Simpson, get ready. Oh, he's a big fish.
Ready?
Jeff, that rod, Simo. Oh. Here we go. Come on, Simo. Hang on. Oh, he's huge. He's huge.
Roll him around.
Oh, okay. Go.
No. That's it. Good.
Oh.
Good to hear.
Oh, okay. Oh, Simpson's in trouble.
Come on. Yeah.
Up the top. Oh, this.
God, this thing's on roids, bro.
There's chaos in here. Okay.
Here we go.
No. Holy zooly. Here you go. This is it. Simpson. Drop it in. Oh, for Simpson. Here you go.
No, don't worry. I'll bring him to you.
Here you go.
This side, Simpson. This side.
Oh! Get him in!
Look at that! Look at the f***ing size of that f***ing Jesus Christ!
Yeah! Look at that. 1.8 meters.
That is a serious fish, mate. Well done.
Look at the power of that. That is
He had a big green bomber, just hooked him on the top of the head.
Yeah, the slightest pluck too, eh? Like the hit is so small, but such a big fish.
Look at that fish.
well done. That
Well
is
done, mate.
heavy. And what a great fight
awesome.
too. He had some power, didn't he?
Yeah, this is why you come to Shady Camp,
Yeah,
eh?
That's
That
it.
is just an incredible fish on the troll. There was some pretty excitement in that boat, a lot of language.
Oh.
Wasn't there?
But anyway,
Some blue language going on.
Get him back.
There's a few crocodiles around. I'm not going to swim him, I'll just spear him back in.
Woo! Love it!
Well done.
Love it!
Yes. Well done.
Oh, well
there he goes.
done.
He's right.
Yeah,
He's right. She's good.
Right.
Boom!
She's right.
Oh, that is awesome.
That was like a 10-minute legit fight.
Yeah.
That was had
That
power
was
the
incredible.
whole way through, didn't it?
Oh,
There's a lot of excitement on that boat when we hooked it. Sim and I didn't know what we're doing.
Understatement of the year.
Yeah, that was just an incredible moment. Oh, mate, well done.
That was
well done.
just the
well done.
just the complete confidence the whole way through that.
Just the way Shane fought that, it was just calm and smooth.
Every stage of
he
that
listened.
fight,
He listened to every bit of advice I gave him. He just played it well. Oh, that was superb. Wow. $8. That was awesome.
That takes Shane's Barra total, metre Barra total to 54.
Just remember who made you. Timo was holding this net like this, just moving around like that for 10 minutes. I don't know what he was doing.
Morg's just putting a bit of pressure on me. Perceived pressure.
Yeah.
jumped. He goes, is it a metre? Yup. You got the big red?
I got it. Don't worry about that.
Oh, mate, well, I think we're allowed to have a beer now. Is that the standard procedure at this point?
Celebratory moment.
Boom! Woohoo! Here it is.
Ah, that's exciting.
Isn't it?
Can only imagine what it feels like when I catch one.
We've been vicariously living through Shane for the whole day, but I'll take that. Yeah! Surely there'd be no better beer than a post-metery beer. Nowhere to go after that, is it? Really? Mission complete. Let's go home.
Fishing the Wild would like to thank the traditional owners and custodians of the Mary River Shady Camp area, the Limulgan Woolna people.
If you're new to Fishing the Wild and enjoy our content, then consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. It helps us create more free episodes. You can do that by hitting the like and subscribe buttons below, and head to the description area of this video and click the links that will take you to our Facebook and Instagram pages, where you will find more Fishing the Wild related content. And if you'd like to know more about the Northern Territory or how to plan your own adventure, then head to northernterritory.com. Links for this and other information about this particular episode are also below in the description area. Catch you later.